Welcome back, everybody. So my next movie review for you is Hot Fuzz. But once again, before I get into this review, if you could please like, share and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy watching my reviews, that would be very, very much appreciated. So this is going to be a fun review for me. So Hot Fuzz was released on the 16th of February 2007. Its director was Edgar Wright. It was made on a budget of $16 million US and made $80.2 million US in the box office. The cast in this movie is pretty impressive. There's a solely British cast in here, which consists of Simon Pegg, Nick Frost, Timothy Dalton, Jim Broadbent, Olivia Colman, Bill Bailey, Martin Freeman, Bill Nighy, plus many, many others. So in this Hot Fuzz movie, we follow a police officer named Nicholas Angel, who is transferred to a sleepy market town village in Gloucestershire called Sanford, and it isn't long before some strange occurrences start to happen, and he has to use his superb policing skills in this movie. So what do I honestly think about this movie? I literally just finished watching this. I get quite a fair bit of entertainment from this movie, and I'm going to get into this review right about now. Okay, here we go, Hot Fuzz movie review. Now, like I said at the beginning of this video, I do get a lot of enjoyment. What do I think about it? It's just absolutely fantastic in every single way. Yes, it's an action kind of comedy movie or a parody movie of American or Hollywood action cop drama film, I have to admit, and feels like a bit of a piss take, but it's still very, very much an enjoyable, entertaining watch. I finished watching this about half an hour ago, and there are still things running around in my head which are still making me giggle right now. But generally, as a whole, this movie is extremely entertaining with a lot of fun moments. The comedic moments in this movie are absolutely on point. And I'm always going to love this movie as well because it is set not far from where I live. Now, here's the thing. I'm from Wiltshire, so I live in the southwest of the UK. Now, this movie is based in Gloucestershire, but it's actually filmed in Somerset, okay, which is literally the next county over. And they nailed village life in this movie to an absolute T. Yes, it is slightly over-exaggerated, I have to admit. When I say slightly over-exaggerated, they're quite a lot over-exaggerated, but the whole premise or the basis foundation of village life in this movie is pretty much not far from the truth, okay? So when somebody new comes along, everybody wants to know your business, and that is exactly how it is. I get this because I live in a village that has only got 32 houses. If you do something in a village this small or in a community this small, everybody knows your business very, very quickly, and that's without the aid of social media, okay? This just from word of mouth, and they nailed this so well, because there's a scenes in here where people are talking on radios. Now, I admit that doesn't happen, but I think they're just over-exaggerating the point that when somebody new comes in, the word spreads very, very fast, and this is something that I really, really enjoy. And it's exactly the same as accents in here. There's a lot of Bristolian accents. We also see Nick Frost in the Bristol Rovers football shirt as well in this, and I think they nailed their attitude. And like Bristolians, just in general, they have this kind of very kind of comedic kind of attitude to them, and it's just absolutely fantastic. Now, I am not from Somerset, I'm not from Gloucestershire, and I'm not Bristolian or anything like that. I'm not Cornish, I am solely Wiltshire. So yes, I have my own accent, and anybody that knows me knows that it can get quite strong. You don't hear this on this video because I make a very, very conscious attempt not to show you my Wiltshire accent that much, but I can tell you now it is a lot stronger off camera than it is on camera. But I think, like I said, they nailed the village life kind of scenario in here. It's not far off the truth. Yes, it is over-exaggerated, but they nailed this, and it really added to this movie, and it really made it a more enjoyable watch for me because I know what they're trying to show you, and it's not far off the truth. Action sequences in this are absolutely brilliant as well in every single way. Yes, okay, sometimes it's a little bit hard to follow because of the camera work in this, but it's still entertaining. They're chucking all this kind of Hollywood kind of action kind of scenarios into a small village or a sleepy small village in Gloucestershire, and it's a massive massive explosion, because there's not a lot happening in these small villages, and yet there's somebody comes in here and has a whacking great big gunfight. It's something that doesn't happen in these villages in any way, shape or form. Again, they nailed this, the over exaggeration, but the over exaggeration just makes it even more enjoyable to watch, and it's exactly the same as performances in here. Now, Simon Pegg as Nicholas Angel in here is fantastic. He is a police officer that's been transferred from London. Now, if anybody knows London or been to London or even looked up London in any way, shape or form, I've been to London quite a few times in my life, and yes, it is a massive, massive difference, okay? It's huge. It's just like me going to a big city in America and going, oh my God, you're completely like a fish out of water. And you do get this from his character in this movie. He is a fish out of water. He's used to chasing down criminals every day. And it's almost at a certain point in this movie, they try and portray it to the point where he's trying to find trouble, so he's got something to do, without giving away any of the storyline on this one in any way, because I don't want to spoil it for you. But I think what they did, he is pretty much a fish out of water. Everybody knows his business. Everybody sees him constantly every day. And it's that kind of, I just get it. I get it a lot. But another thing with this character they do is they do give you a backstory to his character, and you do get behind him because you know he's right. And I really enjoyed that kind of, you know his goals, you know his motivations, you know why he's so good at his job. They give you a conscious backstory, whether it's through a comedic element or whichever, you know him, you get that backstory. And it's exactly the same as Nick Frost's character. Every single character in this movie adds their certain element into this, which just makes it even more of an enjoyable watch. It's as simple as that, okay? If you're either going to really, really enjoy this movie or you're really going to dislike it. Some of the comedic moments you probably won't get because of the area that is set in. So, like in the West Country, they have a very, very unique kind of humour, which is extremely funny. It's exactly the same as people in Wiltshire. We do have certain sayings in here, which I did get, and there's certain people that do mumble, or older people that do mumble as well, that go, and you have to do translate. I think it's another great element of this. But every single performance in this movie just makes it even more enjoyable. And I just get so much, there's still things going around in my head which are making me laugh so much. They really, really are. I love it. I love what they did here. Simon Pegg and Nick Frost together on screen is always a pleasure to watch. And this movie is a great example of this. That and Shaun of the Dead, which will be my next review, and then World's End, which is my least favourite out of this trilogy. But it's still an entertaining watch. This movie is, I really do highly recommend this movie. It is entertaining watch. Like I said, you're either going to really, really enjoy it or you're going to really, really dislike it. It's as simple as that. For me, I'm always going to love it because I get it. I get what they're trying to do, okay, with village life in here. I just really enjoyed the kind of attention to some of the details that go on in this movie, and it just makes it so entertaining. Plot line before I finish this review is a little bit predictable. You can see certain things coming, okay, which I don't mind. It's not really a bugbear in any way, shape or form, but it is slightly predictable. And to be honest with you, the plotline is not really what you're looking for. It's what you're actually seeing in this movie, because there's so much comedic elements going on in here and over-exaggerated scenes to just add to this. It just makes it even more enjoyable for me. So that is the reason why I will always give this a strong 10 out of 10. It's as simple as that. So on that note, please stay tuned for 5 bonus facts to do with Hot Fuzz, which are coming up right about now. Okay, 5 bonus facts to do with Hot Fuzz. So, number 1, the director Edgar Wright went home to shoot Hot Fuzz. So he went back to his hometown of Wales in Somerset. I've actually been there. It's actually a really, really nice place as well. So, fact number 2, the clips in the movie from Bad Boys and Point Break had to be cleared by Keanu Reeves, Patrick Swayze, Martin Lawrence and Will Smith, plus their stunt doubles for those clips to be able to appear in the movie, apparently. Another interesting fact there for you. Also kind of predictable because you'd have to. So, Fact number 3, the Crown pub in this movie is actually a real pub. It's called the Royal Stansted in Beaconsfield. Apparently, never been there in any way, shape or form, and I'm not 100% sure where Beaconsfield is, actually. I probably do. Fact number 4, the judges that appear at the end of this movie are played by Peter Wilde, and the 2 female characters in there are Edgar Wright's, the director's Edgar Wright's mum and Simon Pegg's mum, apparently. Another interesting fact there for you. So, fact number 5 is that Simon Pegg and Edgar Wright spent 18 months writing the script for this movie, and I think they must have done quite a fair bit of research into this as well, because you can just see it. There's just so many similarities in this movie to what I'm used to. Okay, like I said in the review, I live in a small village of 32 houses. I get this. They must have done quite a lot of research in this in certain respects, and I just generally love the attention to detail on village life here in the UK, and honestly, it's a massive selling point for me in this movie, and I absolutely love it so much. Just from the portrayal of village life in the UK, I think they nailed this in every single way. I really, really do. It's an absolutely fantastic movie, and I love it so much. So, on that note, please tell me what you think. Put it in the comments down below as normal. I hope you all have a great rest of the day, whatever you're doing. Please take care, and goodbye.